Hi, my name is Roby Schulz, and I'm a sports management major, and today I'm with...
Sebastian Marsalese, and I'm a history major here at Dean. Let's get right into Italy.
This is from Venice. The first picture is from a glass blowing demonstration that we went to in Venice. We had to take a big boat to get there. After the demonstration, we were able to check out the shop that had pieces they made for sale. The second picture is from St. Mark's Square in Venice. We took a water taxi to get there. The name of the building you see in the picture is the Basilica of St. Mark, which is the most important religious temple in the city of Venice.
This photo that you are seeing was taken in Burano, a sub-commune in Venice. As you can see, Burano is well known for their distinctive colored houses, making its primary form of economy tourism. Other than its vibrant architecture, Burano is known for their products created from needle lacing and glass blowing, making their production of artifacts one of the most unique.
The next city we visited was Florence. The first picture you see is the view from the viewing deck of the dome in Florence. You can pay ahead of time to walk up a lot of steps and then be rewarded with this beautiful view. It is pretty steep stairs and it is claustrophobic, so if either of those two things you struggle with, I do not recommend climbing the dome. The second photo is the view from one of the viewing decks of the Bell Tower, which is right next to the dome in Florence. You can pay ahead of time to walk up a lot of steps and then be rewarded with this beautiful view. It is pretty steep stairs and it is claustrophobic, so if either of those two things you struggle with, I do not recommend climbing the Bell Tower.
This is a photo of the Arno River, which flows directly through the city of Florence. With a length of 150 miles, or 241 kilometers, it is one of the largest rivers in the Tuscany region of Italy. In the 12th to 14th centuries, the river was very important in Florence's economic development, as many work sectors, like mills, required water. At the center of the photo is the Ponte Vecchio, a medieval stone arch bridge that is noted for its shops and buildings that are built alongside it. It is also worth noting that it is the only bridge in Florence that was spared from being destroyed during World War II.
Next is Pisa. The first photo is a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. This is a popular place where people take photos either holding up or pushing down the tower. You can climb up the tower if you pay ahead of time, although I personally did not do this. The second photo is a picture of the baptistry, which is right next to the cathedral and the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Pisa.
Construction of the Leaning Tower of Pisa began in 1173 during the height of the medieval period. However, due to the tower's weak foundation in soft soil, it began to lean even before the completion of the third floor in 1178. This lean was caused by an uneven settling of the ground. Construction was halted for almost a century due to ongoing wars and political instability in the region. The tower was finally completed in 1372, nearly 2 centuries after its construction began. It stands at about 56 meters or 183 feet tall, with it tilting about 4 degrees.
Next is Assisi. The first photo is a picture of a farm that we had a very good lunch at. The photo is taken of the fields outside the restaurant. The second photo is a picture of a double rainbow we saw coming out of the cathedral in Assisi. We were just entering a tour by a local tour guide at this time.
This is a photo of the enormous balcony of the Basilica of San Francisco di Assisi. This basilica was dedicated to Saint Francis of Assisi, one of the most beloved saints in the Catholic tradition. The basilica was created in 2 sections. The lower basilica, constructed between 1228 and 1230, is characterized by its Romanesque architecture and houses the tomb of Saint Francis. The upper basilica, built between 1228 and 1253, is a masterpiece of Italian Gothic architecture and has paintings of some of the greatest artists of the 13th and 14th centuries, as well as scenes from the life of Saint Francis.
Next is Pompeii. The first and second photo is taken in Pompeii of some of the structures. This is when we were getting a tour from a local guide.
This is the main avenue of the ancient city of Pompeii. Think of this as the ancient Times Square in New York City. It was the center of the hustle and bustle scenes of Pompeii for many years until it was covered in ash by a monstrous volcanic eruption not far from the city.
Next is Sorrento. The first photo is of driving into Sorrento while on the bus and driving along the water. The second photo is from where a group of us were walking out to dinner, and I snapped a picture of the sunset on the water.
This is a photo of a complex/gift shop in the center of Sorrento, across the street from the statue of Antonius. Note the religious undertone of the building, as there is a cross near the top of the structure that is obstructed by a tree in this photo, and the detailed arches around the windows.
Next is Capri. Both of these photos are from when the whole group was cruising across the Bay of Naples.
This is a humorous photo that I took in the outskirts of the Garden of Augustus. It is a bar that I can only assume is a place where tourists can leave their pets for a time and gallivant off on their own. The dog bar is named Carthusia in tandem with the perfume or cologne brand that is sold on the island.
Finally is Rome. Both of these photos are photos of the Colosseum that I took. One is the picture from outside the Colosseum, and one is a picture from inside the Colosseum.
This landmark is the ever-so-famous Colosseum, a signature piece of ancient Roman history. It is one of the largest ancient amphitheaters ever built, measuring about 615 feet in length, 510 feet in width, and standing 157 feet tall. It was primarily used for gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, mock sea battles, among other public performances. While the Colosseum is no longer used for its original purposes, it continues to be a symbol of Roman and popular tourist attraction. It hosts cultural events, concerts, and special exhibitions, attracting millions of visitors from around the world each year. And that concludes our montage of our landmarks that we saw on our Italy trip.
Thanks for watching.